Film, post 19 videos. That was the day I never looked back. I'm telling you, it can happen.
19?
Yeah.
Talaga?
Yeah.
I do believe wholeheartedly na sa content, parang sarili mo yung kalaban mo eh.
Give yourself that chance to try it. And then kung hindi for you, learn when to cut your losses. You can control your input but not your output. And I think that's a really good mindset to have as a creator.
Like you're one content away from a completely different life.
You try different things and then you eliminate the ones that aren't working.
If someone out there is listening and they want to start, but they have so much fear, what's your number one piece of advice that you can give to them?
Post today, because consuming content is different from creating content. You have to start creating. Let it be cringe. I think with this industry, you really learn by doing. The time is gonna pass anyway, right? And this is something that haunted me. I was haunted by the idea na 10 years would go by and wala akong ginawa about the dream. Madali, iniisip ko minsan, like, bakit di ako katulad ng mga nagluluto tapos na-vlog nila? Tapos parang imagine, like, it would be so much better. Or like, halimbawa, yung get ready with me for whatever, si Alex Earl, ganyan, araw-araw, pag may pupuntahan siya, nakakachika lang siya, ang dami niyang kwento. I'm like, bakit hindi ako ganon? Like, bakit ang hirap-hirap sa akin? But then, I realized, you gotta stop fighting yourself na, oh, you see another creator doing well, doing this thing. Di ibig sabihin, dun ka mag-thrive. You have to lean into what feels natural to you eh. I mean, pwede mong i-improve. Like halimbawa, di ba, podcasting, interviewing, that's something that I feel like you do really naturally. You can still improve that, di ba? But for you to be like, oh, now I gotta be a, I don't know, ano ba yung ginagawa ng guys? I need to be a fashion guy.
Yeah,
now
OOTDs.
Like get dressed with me before my shoot. Do you have to do that? Or do you just really like hone whatever you already do and enjoy? So parang ngayon, madalas ganun din ako na parang iniisip, I should do more. Get ready with me, get dressed with me, ganyan. Pero hindi talaga eh. Hindi ako masaya eh. Hindi talaga ako masaya. Minsan gusto ko tapos na yung makeup ko. Ayan, pwede na ako chumika. Tapos na eh.
I think also you have to find your parang zone of genius.
Your
Your ano yung parang what comes natural for you. I think that's also the term, natural na.
Yes.
You enjoy doing this na you're not gonna be forced, and it's parang you have this gift of you. I think for the both of us, we have the gift of communication talaga.
Yes.
We love talking.
Yappers.
Yeah, we're yappers. Kaya itong podcast, nag-work talaga to sa amin. Kaya rin ako, personally talaga, yung OOTD, I can. Like, I've tried, I can, and I will if talagang kailangan, but hindi siya yung pinaka-natural for me.
Yeah.
But also for me, I'm happy as well na na-try ko siya. Right?
Yeah.
And I think that's also very important that you gotta, you try out different
things. And
things.
I think that's the best way to go about it. You try different things and then you eliminate the ones that aren't working. Kasi I think mahirap yung sabihin mo agad na, di yan para sa akin eh. Because you're never gonna find out. Like for example, hosting. I used to say, I don't like hosting. I'd rather speak. Kasi I can talk about a single topic and kahit wala akong script, kahit ano, I can do it. But then hosting is a little hard kasi merong production, merong organizers, paano kung magka-technical difficulty. But then kung hindi ko siya tinry, I never would have found out, now wait, I actually can do it. It was just meron lang learning curve in the beginning, but it is something that we can do. So yeah, like you said, it's really about, you can give yourself that chance to try it. And then kung hindi for you, learn when to cut your losses as well.
Yeah, I agree. Love that. Now, before I ask you about some tactics on how to start when it comes yung mga learnings mo from the past 10 years, I want to touch a little bit on the business of content.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people, they see the money, and there are like huge creators out there who are like showing how much they're earning. I think dito sa Pilipinas, I'm seeing also some pages on Facebook that are like flexing their earnings, which is crazy.
Okay.
Some people, they use AI and they're earning a lot from like faceless videos on YouTube. But point is, like, there's a lot of businesses there. And ikaw, as someone who's evolved into a lot of different versions, but content creation is like the common denominator for you. what can you say about the business of content creation?
I think, number one, I think we have to establish na it is a business. It is an industry with a lot of money that can be made in. And ito nga yung, I don't think a lot of people really understand that it is just as doable as any other business because we don't have a lot of access to this information. Actually, even ako, like, I only know my rates. I don't know what other people's rates are. So, number one, like the income streams. You have to understand the different income streams because other people think if mataas yung views mo, yun na yun. Kung madami kang followers, yun na yun. But it's actually not, which is why I tell people na even if you don't have a lot of followers yet, there is money to be made. This can be a career. So for one, I guess the most basic thing that people think about is syempre the views, which can be done through YouTube, Facebook, right? Meta, you can earn from views. Facebook, YouTube, you can earn from views. But then it takes so many views for that to be a substantial amount of money. Parang kailangan sobrang big time mo para magkaroon ka ng yung talagang livelihood mo, diba? But then there's also the business of brand partnerships. So ito yung, I think it really, if you want to create and really establish yourself as a personality, ang ganda ng opportunity sa brand partnerships because this is how you can work with the brands that you already use to begin with, diba? Like halimbawa, yung mga mom creators, grabe yung opportunity nila sa home care brands, sa food brands, like it can be, you can make a lot of money there. Laki ng budget ng food. Travel creators. I've heard people work with airlines, hotels, ganyan, when they go to a different city. Even travel apps, diba? Yung Klook. There's a lot of money sa Klook. I don't know how people do it. Kasi personally, gusto ko nga I have to check it. Dami ko pa namang trips this year. Baka naman meron palang opportunity na hindi ko nakukuha, diba? So I gotta look into that. But then there's also yung affiliate. I think affiliate yung Klook. It's you earn sa commission.
Yeah.
So Yellow Basket sa TikTok. My gosh, so many people are earning money from commissions. Minsan, I think minimum is 600 followers. So, di ba yun? They can earn. Nagulat ako dun sa eyelashes. The ones I use. And I'm like, I just need to post what I already use and then link it. And then that's it. Parang, what? May mga ganitong opportunities, diba, na gagawin mo rin naman. Like, I'll tell my friends about my lashes, might as well post it and then earn from it as well. And then, ang daming ganong opportunities na it really is an ecosystem. It really is, it depends on the kind of income stream that you want to pursue. But it is doable. Yeah. And you can do multiple at the same time. So,
so there's a lot of businesses available.
Sobra talaga. Sobra.
No?
Galing. Na-amaze ako kasi, syempre, I'm also learning from other creators. I see their videos and I'm like, oh my gosh, pwede pala yan.
Yeah.
Like, when I see yung mga travel videos ng mga tao, tapos nakalagay Klook, tapos yung username nila, pwede pala yun. I need to get on that.
So, guys, also, I mean, dinidisclose ko rin naman to sa ano ko. Mm-hmm. I just posted sa isang guest that I had, he had a book that is available on Shopee.
Oh.
So I put an affiliate link there because now YouTube allows that. So may affiliate links.
Right, make partnership ang YouTube and Shopee.
And
correct?
Lazada as well.
And Lazada as well. Yeah. Wow.
May partnership na. So kung kaninong platform ka man, pwede kang mag-link dyan.
Interesting.
So I put the link there. And like in a month, it's not much. I mean, it's not big money, but
I mean,
it's passive
it's
money.
there.
I mean, I've earned, I think, around 4,000 pesos from that. But that's
a
saan ko
link.
pupulutin yung 4,000 pesos na yun, di ba?
Yeah.
So from that link alone. And at the same time, nakuha rin naman nila yung gusto nila. So parang, it's kind of like a win-win situation. And parang ako, dun lang din ako na-open na, oh my gosh, and dami, you can do so many things.
And it's not like it's a new, it's like a new idea. I mean, we've been doing advertising for I don't know, a long, long time, like billboards, magazines, eventually internet ads. But now it's in the hands of individuals.
Yeah.
So, it's out there.
Yeah. All right. Now, I want to get into like the learnings.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Try kitang pigain in the time that we have left. But for the past 10 years, you've learned a lot. But what can you share? Like, what's your maybe top 3, top 5 lessons? Like, if someone wants to start creating content, how would you guide them? Or like, what's the top 5 tips, trick, or principles that you can share to them?
Okay, if you want to start from scratch, ganyan. Oh my gosh. Okay, number 1, you have to enjoy the platform you're posting on. Because a lot of people want to be like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. I ask them, who's your favorite YouTuber? I don't know. You can't not know. You have to like it. I think the best way to get into something is to actually like it. So people want to be a TikToker. I ask them, do you know who's your favorite TikToker? And they don't have anyone. Like, for example, I want to promote my business on TikTok. Okay, have you looked at similar businesses on TikTok? And they haven't. You have to like the platform. That's step 1, because that's the best way to learn how it works is if you actually use it. So use the platform. Now, let's say, okay, marunong na ako mag-TikTok, marunong ako manood ng YouTube. Number 2 is to post today. That's one thing, post today, because consuming content is different from creating content. And I think a lot of people are consumers and not so much creators. It helps us really learn how this works. Parang it's a muscle that you're trying to really strengthen. Kasi I noticed now with these things, I can give you feedback, I can tell you what to do, but at the end of the day, if you haven't built that muscle, you won't know how to do it. You won't know what I'm talking about. So you have to start creating. If that means it's a video na parang, alam mo yun, maki-cringe ka pa, let it be cringe, let it be totally beginner. Ganun talaga that you have to start there. Because I think with a lot of people, they want to reach a level of acceptable perfection or kailangan ganito ako na ako kagaling bago sila mag-start. But then, you learn by doing. I think with this industry, you really learn by doing. So that's number 2, you post today.
Yeah. Wait. Before you go into number 3, I have to unpack that. Because number 1, I love that. Thank you so much for sharing
You
that.
have to like it.
Yeah. You have to like the platform that you want to grow on. Tama eh. So if you want to grow on YouTube, who's your favorite YouTuber? I don't know. I don't watch YouTube videos.
Why do you not watch? Paano tayo magbablog?
Yeah. So I think, so again, na-validate yung mga ginagawa namin lately kasi parang kami ni Yani, we're watching a lot of YouTube videos.
Yeah.
Intentionally, like, tonight, we're gonna watch YouTube vlogs. Like, okay, Alex Gonzaga, we watch her. Like, ang galing. Like, okay.
And you have to unpack, why does this work? Why does this resonate with so many people? You absorb it that way.
Yeah. Hindi na lang ako nanonood for the sake of like just watching it.
Yeah.
Like, I'm being so curious about, oh, that's the intro.
Mm.
Oh, this is the thumbnail.
Yeah, that's why it works.
Yeah. So now I enjoying the platform, but also I'm taking the time to learn from it. I think that's what you're saying with number 1 as well.
Yes.
That's what I'm getting from number 1. You gotta learn the platform. And it's different, no, for every platform.
Iba talaga sila. Like, just because you're good on YouTube doesn't mean it'll translate on TikTok. Even TikTok, Instagram Reels, you would think similar, diba? Similar naman, vertical, you can just repost, but it's different.
Yeah.
It's different.
Is there like a favorite platform right now? If you were to give an advice na, ito tactics na talaga na, start ka here. What's that platform?
Okay, I would say TikTok for initial growth. And I think with TikTok kasi they really reward raw videos. Mas the less edited it is, the better. Parang, if it's low effort, it's probably gonna do well on TikTok. And with TikTok, it's like quantity over quality. With Instagram, if you're starting out, medyo mas mahirap siya because you need quality, you need production with Instagram. So I would say TikTok is the easiest, but then that doesn't mean that TikTok is the best, you
Yeah.
know?
Is that just that, yun lang yung parang
Yun
isa sa mga
yung
pinakamadaling.
first platform. And then you grow from there.
Okay, thank you. All right, and then the second one is you gotta post today.
Yeah, post today.
Because it's different. Like learning is different from consuming is different from creating.
Yeah.
And so you learn by doing. That's why you have to do it. To just
Mhm.
post anything. It could be anything.
Yeah.
Like just kung anong ginagawa mo ngayon, share it, ideas mo, just like how we started as well, diba? Any random thought, let's share it
Yes.
online. And I always, one of my favorite quotes about this is like you're one content away from a completely different life.
Sobra. I totally believe that. I swear. Oh my gosh. Alam mo nung pandemic, diba, yun yung time na araw-araw tayo nag-TikTok, araw-araw may post ganyan, araw-araw. And I feel like a lot of us who were building our platforms at that time, we all had the same like, post. Di natin masyado iniisip. But that was the snowball effect that was different from 5 years ako nagko-content, walang nangyayari. 5 years, nagpo-post ako, walang nangyayari. And then, TikTok was the what changed everything for me. Yun yung snowball effect na lumaki siya ng lumaki until all of a sudden, oh my God, this is my life now. And yun yung sana maintindihan ng mga tao na you are absolutely right. You are one piece of content away from a completely different life. I remember there was one day, I posted 19 videos on Teacher Ayin, on Ayin Pero Tagalog. As in, 19 videos from my sofa. I'm like, ano ibig sabihin ng, anong pinagkaiba ng is at are? And then I'll film it, I posted it. Film, post, 19 videos. That was like my record. The most videos I filmed, edited, and posted in one day. That was the day I hit 100,000. That was the day I never looked back. I'm telling you, it can happen.
Talaga?
Yeah. As in, I was just like, 19, that's insane. I can't do that today if I wanted to.
I think all-time high ko, I think nasa 5 pieces of content.
Yeah.
19?
Hindi ko rin alam kung anong nainom ko. Baka kape. Most likely, some form of caffeine. But yeah, kasi parang blessing rin yun sa akin. Kasi wala akong distractions eh. I was just like, I had this one thing I can do. TikTok. And that's all I did. And then, yeah. And again, it wasn't perfect. The videos were not that good. But then, it was like, alam mo yun yung turning point ko talaga. And then after nun, I realized, oh gosh, if I continue at this rate, this is gonna be my life. Yeah.
Thank you. Oh my gosh. I'm so excited. I'm so inspired right now by that story. Guys,
Gusto mo mag-vlog
19,
tuloy.
19 content. Okay? Gagayahin natin yun.
Parang iba na ngayon eh. Iba na ang sukatan ngayon. Pero grabe. Hindi ko rin alam saan ko nakuha yung energy ko na yun. Parang yung momentum rin kasi. That was the time na I was doing well. That was the time people were slowly discovering me. And I was like, you know what? While you guys are here, here's 19 more to watch.
Crazy. Grabe. I'm excited to see. Because I think with the 19 pieces of content, for me talaga, I do believe wholeheartedly na sa content, parang sarili mo yung kalaban mo eh.
Oh.
Kasi kaya mo talaga na if mag-post ka ng 19 pieces of content, it's always gonna be better than one piece of content.
Mm-hmm.
Parang ako, I do believe, regardless of what stage you are in, you can always increase the level of input that you put out. Kasi yung output, di mo naman, you can't expect na mag-viral ka eh.
Yes.
Pero yung input, yun yung kontrolado mo. So, kung 19 yan, automatic yan, 100%, much better than just one. And way better than none.
Yes.
Diba? Then, kung wala ka talaga mag-post. So, start posting and if kaya talaga, if you got that momentum, find this exciting, post ka ng post.
That's so nice, ha? Just you can control your input but not your output. And I think that's a really good mindset to have as a creator na, you know, hindi mo makakontrol if you're gonna hit 2,000 followers today or tomorrow or next month. That's not ever gonna be in your control. But what you can control is how many videos you make. Yeah. So you focus on that.
Like there are so many times, guys, that I don't know about you, but for me, so many times that I've set a goal na 100K followers, like 10K followers. Di nangyayari.
Yung 100K na goal ko, 5 years. 5 years, every year na lang. This year is the year. 100,000. Every single year. And then, nung nilet go ko siya na, you know what? I'm not even gonna look at the numbers anymore. I'm just gonna look at how much I make. And then when I focused on how much I was producing as opposed to how much I was gaining, yeah, mas doon nagbago.
Perfect. All right.
Yeah.
Got any more tips?
Yes, number 3 na tayo.
Yeah.
Number 3, talk. Talk. A lot of people I realized, because yun nga, ever since I started, posting these creator tips, pag may nagko-comment, tinitignan ko yung mga profile nila. And then, I would normally, kasi they would say na, Miss Ayin, I post every single day, wala nangyayari. And then I realized na they post every single day. Usually, they don't talk. They post a video with trending music. They post a lip sync. They post a carousel. They don't talk. I think talking is one of the most important things you can do as a creator. Not saying it's not doable without talking. Like, there are other people na talagang face card, ngingitian ka lang nila 100,000 followers, diba? May ganun. Not me though. I'm gonna yap. Like, kailangan ko yung pananalita ako. Another thing is some people say na introvert sila so they don't want to talk. But then there are actually a lot of content creators na introverted but they only talk indoors sa bahay nila when they're alone sa room nila. But the thing is, talking is really important in terms of forming connections. And that's how you get people from viewing to following. Kasi you can get so many views. Kasi pupunta sila sa FYP eh. So yes, you can get the views, but when you actually talk, build that connection, that's how people go from cool video to, wait, I want more of her. Like, I want to see more of that person. Ano kaya bukas yung update niya? Ano kaya mangyayari tomorrow? That's how you go from pinapanood ka lang to fina-follow ka. And I think yun yung nakakalimutan usually ng mga tao. Because when you see yung mga yung mga big creators, they will do a lip sync and it'll get 1 million views, right? But when you're starting out, you have to realize na people don't know anything about you yet. The only reason sometimes people care about that lip sync is because, well, we know her already. I've known Alex Earl for years. My close friend Alex Earl. Kasi araw-araw naririnig ko yung Get Ready With Me niya, diba? So something like that. People have to care in order for you to really build that community. And that happens when you talk.
Yeah.
So talk.
Oh my gosh. Sorry, natatawa talaga ako kasi parang it's a legit advice that I also needed to hear. That is also validating on my part.
Kasi, you needed to hear it?
Yes. Not on, because so kami ni Yani, kagabi, nag-usap kami. We like brainstorming around this. We love content creation so much then. So, Yani told me na, di ba, you're helping a lot of people. Help me nga, what's wrong with my content? Sabi ko sa kanya, well, a lot of your content, what you're doing is you put the content there and then we put a trend, a POV, may text. But you're not talking to your audience. So can you sit down and shoot some videos and talk to them?
Yeah.
And then she did that. I think kanina umaga, naglagay siya ng camera, tapos nagdadal shots. Parang ako, that is, parang for me, na-share ko lang siya. But when you talked about it, that makes so much sense. Na the only way for people not to just see you, but connect with you, is you gotta talk to them.
Yeah.
That's the importance. So hindi lang pala siya isang content strategy. Like it's a way for you to connect with people.
Yeah.
And you build that by just talking. So that is such good advice. Guys, next level advice yung binigay na yun. I-replay nyo yun in case hindi nyo nakuha. But again,
yapping.
Start yapping. Okay. Anything else?
Next. Next to and I mentioned this na in a video actually. Sorry. I mentioned this in a recent video and I think a lot of creators, and again, my exceptions to all of these rules, they're not really rules. They're just like what worked for me, but changing your name into something that will really represent you and what you want to achieve. So, I guess exception dito ang mga comedy creators. Because comedy creators, you can be unserious, that's gonna be fine. But then, if your goal is to be a lifestyle creator na, imagine, your big, audacious dream is, may billboard ako sa EDSA. would anong mas magandang nakalagay sa billboard? Ayin Bernos for Cream Silk or Sunkissed Somewhere 72 for Cream Silk, 'di ba? And that is something people think na, I'll probably change my username pagka may narating na ako. When I'm already a serious creator, I'm earning from this, then I'll change it. Pagka may need na ganyan. But then, if from the beginning, your intention is to build a career out of this, you don't know what's gonna go viral. You don't know what's gonna introduce you to so many people. It's gonna be really beneficial if from the get-go, may identity ka na. And this is actually a piece of advice that I gave your wife at the beginning of her career.
From Yani Ganda.
I know, kasi ang user, asa na ba si Yani? Alam, nasa loob pa siya. Ang username ni Yani Ganda, and we've known her as Yani Ganda from college because I know Yani from college. But then sabi ko sa kanya, girl, you wanna be a finance creator, you wanna be taken seriously, and you wanna use Yani Ganda. And pwede naman, di ba? Pwede rin naman. But then, let's be real.
Yeah.
Like, just be, what are the chances na your audience will think you're credible kung Yani Ganda ka versus Yani Moya? Your name, just your name. It really depends on your goals. If, for example, she was a comedy creator, Yani Ganda, perfect, right? But then, especially at the time, she was doing finance and heavy, serious finance. And I was like, I don't know. Diba?
And it also kind of helps people when they see your profile, totoong tao to.
Totoo, yes.
Diba?
Yes, sobra.
Kasi parang ngayon, dahil ang dami ng profiles sometimes duda pa din
like,
ako na, totoong tao
dump ba
kaya.
to? Is this a dump account? Or seryoso ka ba dito, diba?
Yeah. And then if, even ngayon, again, if you're gonna start creating content. Sa simula pa lang, ayusin mo na yung pangalan mo, ayusin mo na yung profile picture mo. How about with the profile picture? Do you have any tips around that?
Actually, nakakatawa kasi not really. But one thing lang na siguro I don't follow this rule at all, but like Niana Guerrero, she's had the one profile picture ever since sumikat siya on TikTok. She's had the same profile picture and it's iconic now, Bata pa siya nun, tumanda na siya online. Yun pa rin yung profile picture niya. But then I think with profile pictures, as long as mabilis kang ma-recognize, it's really helpful, But I don't think it's as crazy important, but it really helps because at the end of the day, that's still branding.
Yeah.
I think it's really important. I just don't kasi ngayon, kakapalit ko lang actually ng profile picture. So I did like a photo shoot pa ganyan. So I selected one profile picture for YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. But then, sa TikTok, nag-post kasi ako ng carousel na parang, hey guys, help me pick my profile picture. And then, 1, 2, 3. Tapos sobrang mixed ng votes ng mga tao. And people were joking, collage mo na lang, Miss Ayin, collage mo na lang. And I was like, you know what? Sure. So, kinolodge ko siya. As in, very basic. Alam mo yung joke time na collage. And now it's still up there. And for me, it's like, it's not the best profile picture, but for me, that's like an inside joke with my community. So at least, kahit na medyo joke time yung profile picture ko ngayon, I like it because there's a story behind that. And everybody sort of got together to pick that collaged profile picture.
Yeah.
Yan.
All right. I like that na.
Yeah.
I think the story behind the photo is what matters. Or for me at least, I see it as seasons Na parang sa akin sa show na to, sa Small Talk. Alam nila yan na may season.
Yung orange mo.
Yung may certain orange, certain mukha ko na ganyan. Tapos syempre, ako nag-evolve din ako. So nagbabago rin siya. Like after 2 years, then ko another 2 years na palitan ko. So parang na-expect na ng mga tao, different season na to. Ngayon, alam nila yung mga bago kong podcast episodes, like different season din. But I get that.
Love.
Anyway, last.
Last.
How about with the type of content?
Oh, yes. Picking what type, no? Interesting. Okay. And this is something that I picked up from Bella Rodolfo. She said, what is one topic that you can talk about dire-dire-diretso, walang stopping for an hour? that's what you have to make content about. Because di ka mauubusan eh. Like, if it's something that's really so integral to your life, lagi mong iniisip, that's something that will allow you to keep creating on. But at the same time, you have some level of experience that kind of validates bakit ikaw yung nagsasalita about it, And that's actually why I stopped doing beauty content, because I have the same routine all the time. Every single time I do my makeup, it's the same. I am not the person to ask, oily skin, dry skin, girl, wala akong alam. I can only tell you what I use, but hindi ko alam yung iba. And I realized na medyo nalilimitahan ako, because when people ask, what do you think about this, that, I have nothing to say about that, guys. And then I started leaning towards what I did know and I can talk about for forever, like self-development, productivity, improving yourself. That's really what I love to do. And I can read about that. I can talk about that. I can really do that in my daily life. Whether it's pagka fitness, I'm not telling you the workout I'm doing, I'm telling you how fitness improves my self-esteem, my confidence, how I am learning to bike to improve how I see myself and challenge myself. When I talk about content creation, I don't talk about it in terms of, okay, this is how you edit captions. I'm not teaching you how to edit. What I am teaching you is how content creation has impacted my life and how it can impact yours. So when we talk about the niche, again, going back to pinag-usapan natin kanina, it's not so much a category, because categories, very flexible yan eh. It's more the perspective. So ano yung topic na kaya mong idaldal, i-update kami ng i-update, and yap about that. There are people na dating, they love to talk about their dates, romance. There are people who love to talk about business. It really depends. And I think kailangan you have to parang mold your content pillars and categories around yourself, as opposed to molding yourself into all of these categories. Because that's, going back, the only way to do this happily. And kailangan masaya ka.
Yeah. Thank you so much. That was such a good piece of advice. I can't imagine, parang, I think burnout also comes from like doing things that are not firing you up.
Yes.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to content creation and you start to talk about things that are important for you, that interests you, that's your passion, ganon. Madali lang. And masaya kang gagawin yan. So again, thank you so much. This is a masterclass.
Ako rin akong para akong nag-brainstorming. Feeling ko ito yung kulang sa content creation career. Wala tayong coffee break with office mates.
Yeah.
So di natin nadadaldal yung mga issue natin sa work. Pero
yeah,
ayan.
Totoo.
Thank you so much.
Nga pala, nag-record pala kami ng podcast. Akala ko nagkikwentuhan lang kami about our own struggles and our journey. Pero
yeah.
It's really, really helpful. Thank you so much for sharing those tips.
Alex.
Siguro, last question that I have for you, just to close this one, is if someone out there is listening and they want to start, but they have so much fear of the unknown, what's your number one piece of advice that you can give to them?
If you look at a creator who is living your dream life, your best life, and you know that it's possible for you, why are you not doing it already? What's stopping you, and why don't you do it now? The time is gonna pass anyway, right? Like, in 5 years, it's gonna be 5 years from now, no matter what. So why don't you start? And this is something that haunted me. I was haunted by the idea na 10 years would go by and wala akong ginawa about the dream. So I hope it haunts you too. And I hope it haunts you enough So you do something about it, because I owe everything to the girl who made YouTube videos with 50 viewers. And like my life right now would not be the way that it is if not for her. You know, I'm only able to be a full-time content creator because there was a girl who was audacious enough to think that there would be an audience for her. And what I learned in those 10 years is that there is an audience for everyone, absolutely everyone. And it's just a matter of like stepping into that and posting today.
Thank you. That was very beautiful. Thank you so much, Aini, for sharing all of your insights. Thank you so much for sharing your time, and your life and your light and your wisdom pagdating sa content creation. And I'm so excited for your next chapter.
Me too.
I'll be supporting it 100%, and hopefully this will not be the last one, because honestly, like, we could talk a lot more about
Yeah.
content creation.
I
Wala pa.
love content creation.
Yung simula pa lang yung pinag-uusapan natin. Wala pa yung mga advanced na ano. So,
Yeah.
hopefully we could, I know you're working on a new podcast maybe soon. So hopefully
I
we
can't
get to
wait.
see that.
Invite ko kayo. Kayo ang
Yes.
tatanungin ko.
Sige, gawin natin yan. Let's talk about this more again soon. But Ain, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Yeah. And thank you for everyone who are still with us, who's staying with us, who's still learning from this. I know you guys learned a lot from this episode. So thank you so much for all of your support. For everyone who's sharing this on their Instagram, on their Facebook, on TikTok, or the people who are following us on YouTube, subscribing to us and sharing their comments down below. Thank you so much. I read every single one of them, and just want to let you guys know that we're here because of the support that we're getting from you guys as well. So thank you again, Ain. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And my name is Alec Cuenca. This is Small Talk, Small Conversations with huge impact. And I'll talk to you guys next episode. Peace.
Woo!